Good afternoon. Good afternoon, listeners. You're in tune to DJ Archangel right here on another rendition of the Archangel Show on a Sunday from 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. UK. All right. Big up on yourselves nice and neatly. Hope you've had a good week. As you know, this is the beginning of the first day of the week, so I hope your week has been prosperous. Hope those that keep the Sabbath had a good Sabbath yesterday. And go and big up on yourself nice and neatly. Big up Israel United in Christ right here in the West Midlands, down there in the big city of London, and also worldwide and across the globe. And big up on yourselves. Big up all the guests, guests that were in the class yesterday. And big up on yourself nice and neatly. All right. Do remember 0741-586-1327 to get through to the ARK. You can drop me an email, archangel@wfrm.co.uk. And today's chosen topic is Messiah in the Bible. The Messiah in the Old Testament. All right? 1 second. Yes. The Messiah in the Old Testament. And the teacher is Deacon Eythan from Israel United in Christ. So that is today's chosen topic, the Messiah in the Old Testament. All right. So big up on yourself nice and neatly. Fast approaching 1 minute past the hours of 4 p.m. Just one or two announcements. Do remember on the 16th of September, that's next week, Sunday, from 5 p.m. UK time, you got a live Facebook interview with the Benjavites. All right. With the mighty Benjavites. So do remember to check that out next week, Sunday. From the hours of 5 p.m. Well, I'll be on from 4 p.m. till 6 p.m., but the interview will be 5 p.m. UK time. All right. That's roughly around 12 o'clock in America. All right. So make that a date. Don't be late. All right. Do remember, big up the car boot team as well. Went out today at a glorious day. Big up on themselves nice and neatly. All right. Israel, enough respect, my listeners. 2 minutes into the hours of 4 o'clock. Let's get things going. All right. Enough respect in every aspect.
Shalom, this is Nathan Israel. Right now you're tuning to the Archangel Show, home of the realest music to your ears. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Sister Avia. Thanks for tuning in to the Archangel Show.
Archangel on WFRM Radio. Check it out.
Hey, it's Brother Aaron. We're live on the Archangel Show right now. WFRM Radio. Stay tuned and tell a friend to tell a friend.
Malachi, and you're tuned into the Archangel Show.
You're in tune to the Archangel Show. Righteous music to make your halo glow.
You're listening to the Archangel radio station.
Tune in to the Archangel Show, the #1 show.
You're in tune to the Archangel radio show. Righteous music all the way.
In the meantime, between time, tune in to the Archangel Show, the best show on the internet. Wicked and wild, well versatile.
Romans 2:5, the righteous judgment of the Most High, who will render unto every man according to his deed. To them who by patience continue in some well-doing seek for glory and honor and immorality, eternal life. But unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation and wrath.
Craig Lucas.
You pop. You an African American?
Nope.
You believe that's your heritage?
Yep.
Do you know who you are?
Nope.
King, queen?
Yep.
Nigga with back?
Nope.
Do you shine like a star?
Yep.
Think they gon' tell you?
Nope.
We gon' expose them.
Yep.
Yeah. They gon' take your life?
Nope.
So many secrets in the vault?
Yep.
Do this knowledge cost?
Nope.
Hop in the book to my.
Yep.
Do you follow these laws?
Nope.
Do they still exist?
Yep.
Have time to waste?
Nope.
on, sounds of Yappa Q. This one's called Choices. Everybody's got choices to make in life in the meantime.
Never going back. No, no, no. Look forward to the kingdom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The devil won't win. No, no, no. Leave all that sinning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm never going back. No, no, no. Look forward to the kingdom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The devil won't win. No, no, no. Leave all that sinning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody got choices. Nope. Yeah. Yep. Everybody got choices. Nope. Yeah. Yep. Everybody got choices. Nope. Yeah. Everybody got choices. Nope. Everybody got choices. Yep.
Is it cool to be gay? Nope. Did he make us straight? Yep. Is the Most High plan? Nope. You gon' learn today? Yep. Do you understand grace? Nope. Remember Noah's day? Yep. Did more than 8 people live? Nope. Will it be the same way? Yep. It's a broad way to heaven? Nope. It's a broad way to hell? Yep. You choosing death over life? Nope. You gon' change your life? Yep. Do you love these streets? Nope. See police? Yep. You wanna get shot down? Nope. You remember my ground? Yep. You ever read your Bible? Nope. You wanna know your tribe? Yep. You know you more than a slave? Nope. Don't you wanna be saved? Yep. You ever been baptized? Nope. Wanna get in that water? Yep. Ever confess your sins? Nope. Ready to lift your hands? Yep. Amen. Everybody got choices. I chose this walk, so I keep on trying. Everybody got choices. Choose the right path and nothing can stop us. Everybody got choices. Righteous life, devil don't like that, nah. Everybody got choices. Choose the right path to save your soul. Never going back. No, no, no. Look forward to the kingdom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The devil won't win. No, no, no. Leave all that sinning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm never going back. No, no, no. Look forward to the kingdom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The devil won't win. No, no, no. Leave all that sinning. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Two sides to choose from. You have to choose one. Who you gonna choose the most? I or Satan to choose. Two sides to choose from. You have to choose one. Who you gonna choose? Who you gonna choose? Should I leave a simple?
Yeah, go hard. Yeah, this right here is in response to the letter written in 1925 by Pope John Pius, or whatever his name is, claiming that they have the right to change Old Testament laws and create new ones, and that Sunday is the official day of worship. Who could stand these Balkan cross wearing, backbiting blasphemers, Baal whoring, sacrilegious while you follow after her? Devils in the flesh, I can see it in their eyes, mocking Christ on the cross while they spreading all their lies. Bunch of 666 repping unholy terrorists, posing to the world as they heir to his benevolence. Satan's on the throne wearing Catholic cologne, and his ministers are born in the center of Rome. How you get these kings crowned when you're not the crown king? Everyone is bowed down just to kiss his crown's ring. Bunch of baby touching, boy rubbing, loving some vice. How you giving out pardons when Christ paid the price? Why they call you Holy Father when there's only one the higher? Satan wants to be above, but there is no higher. What authority? Pope, you a goddamn liar, and you all will have a part in our God's damn fire. Claiming you're vicarious Christian, making all them fools kiss the ring. Cause David said kiss the son, yeah, he's the holy one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down to ruins. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's day.
Catholicism claiming that they got all the wisdom, but look where all the schisms coming from, it's hard to miss them. Canon law claiming that they got authority to change the Sabbath. Now the whole world make it a habit to obey their masters, deceiving the masses. Upper class or lower class, it don't even matter. Pope replacing the Son of God as well with a poker face, so it's kinda hard to tell. It's a joke to Satan making you follow the Nicolaitans. Yoke around your neck choking, so ain't no room for gracing. Mercy dries up, storing lies up. Poor houses on your corner, hoes line up. For the Eucharist, the blasphemy wine cup. Since early AD, stay keeping them crimes up. Hymn bells, but you ain't keeping them chimes up. Your time's up faster than I finish this rhyme up.
Claiming you're vicarious Christian, making all them fools kiss the ring. Cause David said kiss the son, yeah, he's the holy one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down to ruins. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the sun's day.
So many people put their hope in the Pope. These man-made priests need to be hung by a rope. A Gentile can never sit in the Levite seat. It'll be like sunlight rising at a midnight peak. Besides, Christ said never call another man father. Our highest is march on Satan's day, where the people break the law and make kids turn gay. Don't know which way to go or how to obey. Sitting up in mass like everything's A-OK. And while the organ play, people get up and pray to Christ's mom, an idol made from clay. These Roman Catholic cats got it twisted. False doctrines and lies to other denominations is shifted. Immaculate conception, rapture in the Trinity. Philosophy found nowhere in the Bible's vicinity.
Claiming you're vicarious Christy. Making all them fools kiss the ring. Cause David said kiss the son, yeah, he's the holy one, the only one. What are you doing? Bringing all the earth down to ruins. You're such a blasphemer. Yeah, you're a blasphemer. Yeah, you're such a blasphemer. Saturday could never be the Sunday.
I never fall for the banana and the tailpipe. The Catholic Church and the rest of our whores are all right. Can't hold free down without me putting up a fight. Pope Benedict, I'm metrosexual like most Edomites. The chosen seed that the Most High doomed. The same bloodline that called us goon. But we'll see real soon. You playing with fire and brimstone. Keep on. I'm covering your skirts and get shown. It's on. Plus I know about your hybrid clones. Inside the dome, there's nothing but pagan stones. So watch your tone. Watch your tone. Tables turn, you'll be gone so wrong. I tune the death of me till my seed get grown. Be on your blocks, infiltrating your spots. Call the cops with the posters on the Bibles and tonight's. It's never stop.
Hey, trust me, nice and neat, nice and neat. Big up on yourselves, nice and neat. 12 minutes past the hours of 4 o'clock. I still got that echo in the background, not sure where that's come from. I'll be working on that to make sure I get that right, so we don't want no echo when we are interviewing next week, alright? So I do apologize for that inconvenience. Like I said, 12 minutes past the hours of 4 o'clock. Once again, big up to the Car Boot team and another fantastic day out there. Most High Christ bless you all. So in the meantime, between time, we're going to start off today's chosen topic, which is the Messiah in the Old Testament. The Messiah in the Old Testament. Many people who follow the Bible or read the Bible or so-called Christian denominations, most of the members don't even know that Christ is even mentioned or talked about in the Old Testament. A lot of people don't know that because most modern day Christianity just focuses on the New Testament and that's it, right? So Deacon Eythan is going to be bringing out some bombshells, so I want to make sure you have your pens, Bibles, notepads ready so you can take down that vital bit of information. Alright, enough respect in every aspect.
2,000 years after the departure of Jesus the Christ, the prophets are back to teach the real Jews, the 12 tribes of Israel, their true nationality. This is their campaign.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.
I'm going to stay in the old, because you know the Old Testament Israelites don't believe in the New Testament. So I'm going to stay in the old much as I can throughout the whole class. I'm going to stay in the old. Daniel 7:13. In the Old Testament.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man. One like the Son of Man. Go ahead.
Came with the clouds of heaven.
Came with the clouds of heaven, meaning angels, chariots. Go ahead.
And came to the Ancient of Days.
And this Son of Man approached. Let's start with today's topic is going to be called the Messiah is in the Old Testament. The Messiah is in the Old Testament. Because oftentimes you have a lot of Israel, well, I guess I'll say a lot, who do not believe in the Messiah. And if you notice, the ones that don't believe in the Messiah are the most, or are rather the least, most irrelevant in the nation. They don't go out and teach the people. They do nothing. They sit by, criticize the camps that actually do believe in him and put in the work. That lets you know who the Most High is dealing with, because the prophets went out and taught the people. All right? Not cower under the bed at home. And the reason why they had no spirit to go out and teach is because the Most High is not dealing with them. You reject this son, he rejects you. The spirit's not going to be in you. Genesis 49 and verse 8. We'll start there. The Messiah is in the Old Testament. Genesis 49, verse 8. We'll start from the very beginning.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
So he's talking about Judah here. So it's the first in reference to Judah in the last days. Okay? Read on.
Verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up?
So Judah is, well, read verse 8 again. Let's do it. We do it with that.
Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Because the Most High was going to raise up Judah first to raise up all the rest of the tribes of Israel. He was going to raise up Judah first. He has raised up Judah first. That's why you oftentimes hear these Old Testament Israelites who reject Northern Kingdom saying, how come there's not many Ephraimites, leaders, and so forth? Well, the answer is simple. He was going to raise Judah first. Ephraim will come after. Ephraim's coming in. All right? Read on.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
Judah will be in direct vicinity of the enemy, Edom, Babylon. That's what it's referring to. Judah is going to be in North America, Edom's capital, in the neck of our enemies. Our hand will be, our hand should be in the neck of our enemies. We will be close to them, the closest among all the rest. Go ahead.
Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
And the father's children are going to respect Judah because they'll acknowledge that Judah was the one the Most High raised up to bring forth the truth to all the 12. That's what it's going into. Verse 9.
Judah is a lion's whelp.
The fierce lion. Go ahead in his youth.
From the prey, my son, thou art gone up.
There was a time when Judah was going to rise up and fight against the enemy. There was a time when that took place. You had the Panthers. You had who else? You had SNCC. Numerous organizations that were going to rise, that were rising up against the prey, against our enemy. Remember, it said in the neck of our enemies. So we were going to be close to our enemy and we were going to strike back. But what happened? Civil rights leaders is also civil rights leaders. Go ahead.
He stooped down. He couched as a lion.
Right, a lion's ready to strike. He stoops down, ready to pounce. Go ahead.
And as an old lion.
But something happened.
Who shall rouse him up?
Something happened. He went from being that young lion so he became an old lion. Ready to attack, fierce, powerful. That young lion got old real quick. One out. Go ahead.
Who shall rouse him up?
Who shall rouse him up? So let's get an example of an old lion. Get Baruch real quick. Baruch 3 verse 10. Baruch 3 verse 10. It says, but as an old lion. What made him an old lion? Young, ferocious, fierce, powerful, to old, tired, lazy, shiftless, jail, gay, effeminate, Christian, politician, athlete. What happened?
The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 10.
Yeah.
How happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land?
Right. Remember, it said earlier, in the neck of thy enemies. Go ahead.
That thou art waxen old in a strange country.
What? Read again. That what?
that thou art waxen old in a strange country.
Read again.
That thou
No,
art.
from top.
How happeneth it, Israel?
What happened to Israel? What happened? Remember, you were ready to strike. You were ready to pounce that young lion. What happened? He's asking. What happened? Go ahead.
That thou art in thine enemy's land.
Go ahead.
That thou art waxen old in a strange country.
How? Go ahead.
That thou art defiled with the dead.
That's what happened. We got defiled the nations. The nations are dead. Their ways are dead. Their customs are dead. Their gods are dead. We got defiled with the other nations. Start to assimilate, integrate. We got government jobs. Remember that movie? The Panthers? We were ready to take the building over. What happened? They were hiring that day.
Hey, you know what's so heavy about? I'm gonna be quick.
Yeah.
You know what's so heavy about what Deacon Eythan just brought out where he connected it with Genesis, because that's exactly what it means. When you read Genesis chapter 49, how many of you in here are new? Brand new. Okay, I see a few hands. Genesis chapter 49 and Deuteronomy the 33rd chapter. That's that right? Yeah, 33. 33rd chapter gives you the breakdown of where the tribes will be at in the latter days. That's what the first two verses of this chapter 49 in Genesis talks about. So the Most High gives the information about how to locate the tribes. So as Deacon Eythan started with verse 8, he's reading about Judah. Then it's going to get into Christ. That's what he's reading about. So as he's reading this clear that the Bible is talking about actual history. History. So when you read that verse about Judah is the lion's whelp, and it turned into an old lion, I know that's what you was dwelling with. That old lion, what are some of the things that made us, quote unquote, old? That's what you're going into now in that Baruch. Read that Baruch again, I'm sorry.
Read again.
Baruch 3 and verse 10. How happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxen old in a strange...
That thou art waxen old. Waxen old. That's going back to what we read in Genesis. A good precept. That's a very good precept. So what are some of the, like you were saying, what are some of the things that cause us to wax old? Okay? That's what Deacon Eythan was going into. But just think of some of the things that happened, like we was just talking about. Israel was rising up. Judah was rising up. I said Jake, but I meant Judah. Right. Judah was rising up, fighting for rights, equal rights.
But Judah started first.
Right, exactly, that's right. Judah was the one that was leading it. Snake, the Panthers, civil rights, Martin Luther King, all that, Medgar Evers. Y'all know about some of this history, correct? As this black power movement and black consciousness, all that stuff started to awaken the Negroes. This is going back to Ezekiel 37, and there was a rattling and a shaking, and the bones started to come together. That's the prophecies lining up all over again. So what happened that caused him to lay back down? What happened? Drugs. Okay, now you can start thinking about what started to happen to the drugs, the murdering of our leaders. All of these things, the COINTELPRO, stuff like this. Those are the things that, like you said, the welfare system, Section 8 and all that. The welfare system. Okay, all different kinds of health. These are the things that the enemies, what did it say? His hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. These same enemies began to figure ways on how to destroy the rising up of Judah. That's why the Most High comes back and he says, who shall rouse them up? Because they're going to have to be awakened again to really stand up. Okay, so that's prophecy. People talking about the Bible ain't talking about times of prophecy. Shut the hell up. Go ahead, Deacon.
Read on. Read verse 10 again.
Baruch 3 and verse 10. How happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land?
How'd you get there? Go ahead.
That thou art waxen old in a strange country.
This one. Go ahead.
That thou art defiled with the dead.
We become defiled with the dead. They begin to integrate. Integration was instituted. Assimilation was instituted. Public assistance was instituted. Government jobs. Politics. You have the leaders now. Lupe, what's his name? What's his name of all time? Young Lords. Geraldo Rivera's one. He's one. Lupe Luciano or Felipe Luciano. Guzman, right. You have numerous. Who else? I'm trying to think of his name. Young Lords. Feliciano was his name, or Lupe, or whatever. Him. Young Lords leader. Politician now. You have numerous people who rose up and then they fell back. Sharpton. Okay, him. A number of our people begin to wax old in the philosophies of this world. Defiled. Go ahead. Adam Clayton Powell, right. Yep. Marcus Garvey, go ahead.
Verse 11. That thou art counted with them that go down into the grave.
Read again.
That thou art counted with them that go down into the grave.
I mean, you're dead. Counted means you're acknowledged like those who are dead in the ground. You just like them and alive. Spiritually dead, zombified. Zombies. Father, you are far. There's a clip in Lion King. Movie's crazy. Lion King. There's this thing he says to Simba. He says to Simba, because Mufasa's supposed to be, that movie's another level. But he says to his son, you have fallen far from what you once were. Something like that. When he went, remember he got chased out of his land? Simba. He dwelt with the hyenas for a while. Then he dwelt with Timon and Pumbaa, 2 unclean animals. Started eating unclean things and forgot what his culture was. Forgot everything. The monkey had to come and tell him, what's his name? The monkey's name. Huh? Mafiki. I said, listen, you know who you are? Mafiki. Rafiki. He said, you know who you are? He had to explain to him, and then he went to see his father. His father said, what happened to you, my son? That movie's crazy. Lion King is spiritual on another level. We watch it and say, that's a great movie. You know, the songs and stuff. No. Watch the movie again.
That was in the 90s. They were bringing that
In
information
fact, get that clip. When he talks to his father. Watch he says something. I'm going to show you.
Deacon Eythan.
Did you actually find it? Because I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
No, that's up there.
Deacon
when he first
Eythan.
meets his father. Well, not first, when he sees him from dead.
Yeah, the monkey looked like the white man.
But you know who the monkey was supposed to represent? The monkey was supposed to represent us.
The prophets. We'll be the prophets.
That's what the monkey was supposed to represent. Because that was the one that
Remember,
woke him up.
he learned up. He said he's alive. And he drew him in a tree. He said he's alive. He started getting happy. But there's a scene when Rafiki says, go talk to your father. He hits his face, hits the water, and the reflection of his face is his father. That's the Bible, his father's face. Yeah, it should be it.
You knew my father? Correction, I know your father.
Stop. So that's the first thing, as a prophet, he goes, you know my father? Like he's dead. He says, no, I know your father. He's still alive. He's in you. That's what he's saying to him. Like our father, you know who our father is. He's alive in us also, but we're spiritually dead, like he is in this instance.
Y'all realize they use a lion to represent us. That's what we're reading here. That's
lion.
This is straight up mockery.
That's the
what
whelp.
they're doing.
That's
the whelp.
A whelp.
Just watch this. Pay attention.
Yeah, man. Then the monkey will be what? Will be who? Elijah. That's come back and tell us who we are.
That's
right.
what that is.
The beard and everything.
Right. Watch this.
I hate to tell you this, but he died a long time ago. Nope, wrong again. He's alive, and I'll show him to you. You follow old Rafiki. He knows the way. Come on.
Watch this. Look how fearful he is. That's us.
Don't dawdle. Hurry up! Hey, whoa, wait. Come on. Would you slow down?
About to bring it to the power of Yahweh by show me my shot. 12 tribes rising up. 12 tribes rising up. 12 tribes.
Yeah. Who it is? House of the Redeemed Servant.
Yahweh Shabbat Barakatah.